Thank you guys for subscribing. This time around, we're gonna embark on our journey of climbing the mountain, knowing how the Bakonzo
Guys,
live on the slopes of Mount
I'm
Rwenzori.
just tired, just know that. I'm trying to experience the situation, how these people survive in the mountains. I'm on the slopes of Mount Rwenzori. I just got to know that very many Bakonzo, most especially Bakonzo, sleep and reside on these mountains. Someone told me that they don't want to stay in the slope areas. They prefer staying up in the mountains. So I'm really tired of moving, you see, but I have to go until I reach the situation. So these people, they are moving. That's the situation. We are just blessed that as we are moving towards the mountain, some of the people, the residents, now this one is an old lady moving from the riverside, carrying a jerrycan, a 20-liter jerrycan of water. She's very old, almost 70 years plus, but they are moving up.
Let's follow them to home.
Okay, guys, we are powered by Beaver Organics and Natural Healthcare. For all your nutrition services, look for the doctor in Mengo. My name is Was Emmanuel. We are on the slopes of Mount Rwenzori. Where you're seeing me, it's a very steep slope. I think my cameraman can show you. Man, it's just tense moments only. Actually, we're not on the top as you are speaking. It's not the top, but situation is just tense. What you're seeing there is a house, a small house. Some of the people who reside alongside the mountain, these are the Bakonzo people who prefer sleeping on the mountains up on top. I don't know the reasons as to why people sleep on these mountains. I'll tell you later, as of now. But let me try to ascend down slowly as you see the struggle and how these people survive. Unfortunately, I'm in a season where rainfall is too much. So anytime I can fall down. Wow.
So I decided to ascend a little bit and have a chat with this family to get to know more about them.
Hasahano. The girl is refusing money. Hey. Mama. Hey. Hey. I mean, I was trying to ask where they get the water from. You've seen this lady moving downward, coming with a jerrycan on the head like this, man. It looked so tense. And she told me they get the water from a small center down there. That is almost like 1 kilometer from here. Just climbing the mountain, man. It's just hard and difficult for them. Wasinje okuba n'amaanyi. Let's take a picture. Amina. You've seen the first family, how people behave and how they're situated. Actually, situations are not good. What you've seen is not a kitchen, it's a home where people sleep. Out together. Hey, bye-bye! Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go up. I continue my journey. I don't know how I reached there. I've even just started sweating at this early time. Man, it's so sad for me, but let's go and continue. Wow.
After having a discussion with this old lady, I embarked on my journey of climbing the mountain towards the highest point. I knew I couldn't manage to reach the top, but at least I wanted to stay in the lives of these people to get to know.
To make sure I go. So this is where we are coming from, down there. Hope my cameraman can show you what is happening there.
I wanted to know some of the reasons as to why these guys stay in the mountain. So we had to keep climbing.
Here, this is a garden. I didn't know that I was coming for all my friends. I didn't know. That's the fact. I would have remained at home. But it's terrible. However, if you want to experience this kind of situation, enjoying the mountain climbing, the suffering I'm going through, the enjoyment, make sure you book yourself a Tascalite Rwenzori Marathon in Kasese Tourism Center. So, booking that ticket, come, run. After running, you're gonna have fun and enjoy situations like this one. Climbing the mountains, experiencing people who sleep on the mountains. My command should show you a snippet. People in this region of Rwenzori region are not always tall, too much tall. They are medium size. So, should I say it's the same thing as to why even the cassava looks very short, but looks as if it's ready for being eaten. If I try to uproot this cassava, you'll see that some tubers are there down. So that is it. I'm just imagining the situation because maybe because of the height, the altitude of the mountain, that's why these things keep on growing at a very short, maybe at a short speed, at a short height. So that is it. However, when you stand here, you just enjoy a very beautiful scenery. Just look there. Look there, look there. The road is here, but man, guys, the way I'm moving, as I told you, don't miss. The Rwenzori Marathon is coming. Beef Organic is our sponsor. So, we are climbing the mountain until we reach the top.
Moving on a mountain is such hectic.
Guys, I feel like giving up. I'm really tired. But it's a very great experience. So, I'm just imagining how these guys survive. Because climbing this place every day, coming to cultivate, fetching water down from the streams to the upper side of the mountain, man, the Bakonzo are just physically fit. That could be the reason as to why they stay for very many years. You find them because of 80 years, but very ready and able to move with full energy. So, I'm really tired. Just look at what the experience I'm going through. But, if you want to experience this kind of situation, we are powered by Beef Organics. That's one. Secondly, if you want to experience this kind of situation, moving in the mountains, experiencing, don't miss the Rwenzori Marathon in August. Buy your ticket from Amos Wekesa on the website www.rwenzorimarathon.com. So you can see. Give them a snippet, a simple snippet. Don't fall.
At this moment, I was at around 2,000 meters from the ground. Climbing deserves.
Guys who always climb these mountains, they always have gadgets. But for us, we don't have anything. No hookers, no what. I'm just trying to fit up in the lives of the Bakonzo, how they survive their situation because no one has a hook up here. And imagine for them, they come with hoes and they dig. So that's the experience I'm rolling out with.
Maybe because they are their gadgets.
At this point, things were becoming more tough, and difficult. I had to endure the situation. Hope you're having a nice view.
Wow, slopes of Mount Rwenzori, man, it's just terrible, very terrible. Really, it's an experience, a very great experience. I'm really exhausted, man. Very exhausted. I don't know how we are going to make it happen.
At this point, we found a lady trying
Ojirira
to
mugana wange.
cultivate.
I just want to cross from here
In
and
the
meet
due
that lady who is
process, I was stranded. My intention was to meet that lady on the slopes, trying to experience how they cultivate while on the steep slopes of Rwenzori. My moving looked so difficult, I had to find thorns. I had to move slowly because any mistake could lead into the loss of my life. Just imagine rolling from that height of 2,000 meters down the slopes. What could really happen to my life? Wow. Since I was a tourist, I had to do it, experience it, and make things happen. However, it was a battle, it was a war, just to cross to make sure I reached that lady. I was lucky enough, I encroached her.
Swahili, wanaongea Kiruga gani? So what are you planting? Yeah, this is cassava. So here, this lady is planting cassava. The way they stand while they are digging, there's no bending because you have to stand on a steep slope. So, tell me what. Oh. Let me plant for myself a cassava, which I'll explain one day. That one day I planted the cassava on the slopes of Mountain Rwenzori. So, bas, wanika mkoa kurubani hivi. Here my cassava, I've planted. Now the difference with this hole looks very small, as if it is for thieves. They use small ones because the bigger ones,
the big ones are spoiled by stones,
stones are spoiling them. So this is it. The experience is in Kasese. This kind of tourism. Man.
Bana mukaga. Mbumuto.
Every day.
You have to come every day here. Okasa hano every day. Man, these guys are very fit, eh? So show them where we are standing. This lady is having three boys, 3 girls, 6 children. But she's still having the energy to come and climb the mountain every day to come and cultivate food for her kids. Wow. This is just wonderful. Africa, we are really blessed. Can you imagine? Just imagine if you had enough money. Just imagine someone having 6 kids, but is able to come and cultivate every day. Every day she has to move from down there to come and dig here up. For my case, I'm just here resting now 2 hours. Instead of going up, I'm refusing. I don't know what to do, man. Stones, just imagine now. Man. Tourism is just difficult. However, it's fun, eh? Let's go. Matara.
Yes.
Come what?
Wow.
You know?
Singa nai gana kiri.
Hey. Let's go. But when are we up there?
Hey.
We left the lady and continued our journey to finally meet.
I'm getting after standing here. Man, I feel like not going even back. Because you see the other mountain? It's the same line, eh? I'm also on another mountain, though not drawn, eh? But just know this is Orusozi, a mountain. Yep. So guys, now we have finished over the cultivation sites. Those ones down there, the gardens, where the locals cultivate their food from. Now we have joined the remaining part of the mountain. We almost few meters, like 100 meters to the top. I feel like I want to reach the top of the mountain. It's not the main Rwenzori, but Rwenzori has different ranges of mountain. All those ranges you're seeing there are part of Rwenzori mountains. So, but the highest peak is called Margarita. That's the one which is at 5,000 meters, where you find the capped snow, the snow-capped top. So here we are still in the slopes. However, man, it's a very, very difficult job to do.
After a few minutes of resting, I had to continue the journey until I found this crop.
I don't know how they call this in your language, but for us in Africa here in Uganda, this plant works as a boundary for plots. So this is an implication maybe because they told me that this part of these mountains, the ranges, these are people's plots owned by individuals. So in Kampala there, you guys are struggling to own mountains. Here they're everywhere. Everywhere at a very cheap price. You can even get an acre at 500,000. 500, that's around $150. You can own yourself a mountain in Uganda. So these are plots. I have that guy, our friend Matara. He's the one helping us to move around. For him, it's very okay. The guy is very fine, but Matara, I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah.
We go.
We're not reaching the mountain top and now.
We go.
Let's go.
After our resting, what you're seeing ahead of me is the top of the mountain. Rwenzori has various sceneries as you're seeing them. Those are different ranges. By the time I reached the first top of the mountain, I was really tired. I felt like dying off, but I was on the top, almost 3,500 meters above the ground. I was looking so dirty, but I was happy that I had managed to achieve my goal.
The hustle is real. Ladies and gentlemen, the hustle is real. Guys who stay in the mountain, they have life. Oh, I'm on the top, but not on the last one. Because there's another peak there up. That side is still up. Now, I may reach there and I find another side up again. So, I'm really tired. You see, the other side. So you can see I'm having the same byline with other ranges. You see them? We are on the same line with other ranges. So that automatically implies that I'm on the top of the mountains. So the other side, that one is called Mubuki irrigation scheme. Those for extreme ends, you may not be able to see those ends, but that's the lower side of Kasese. So Kasese has two sides. This side of the Rwenzori Mountains, then the other side where you find the national, the Queen Elizabeth, the basins, the valley side. So that is the Western Rift Valley. The downer side, Stone Mountain Rwenzori on this side is a fault. It's called Block Mountain. Block Mountains. Those ones who ever studied know about what I mean. Block Mountains. So they come after the movings of the blocks, land blocks. So whenever faulting happens, the land masses keep moving. That's how Rwenzori Mountains were formed. So I'm not on the top. I'm on the ranges because I don't have the capacity to go to the top as of now. My main issue of coming here was to experience how these Bakonzo reside on the mountainside, how they live, how they dig. You know, for the Cape side or the snow side, that will be a business for another season. So guys, whoever wants to enjoy Kasese, the mountains, climbing the hills like this one, climb to a top like the other side. If you feel like you want to know the goodness of Rwenzori region, the mountains, make sure come and enjoy the marathon. Make sure you participate in the Rwenzori marathon so that after running, you'll have a chance to visit all the ranges and get to know how people survive in the mountains. So buy your ticket from www.rwenzori.marathon.com or look for Amos Wekesa on Twitter at Great Lake Safaris. Just get to know the enjoyment. So this is what is happening. Okay, let me just keep moving around as I'm sitting on the top.
Finally, after a long movement of hustle, I was really happy to see that I'm on the top of the mountain and I enjoy it as you see me.
Oh, this is Mount Rwenzori. So we are on the ranges, On the ranges, this is Matara. Edgar. the cameraman for this business. So I myself, Emma, the big man. So celebrations, cool celebrations, only. Wow, just happiness when you're on the mountainside,
Yeah.
eh? But climbing is a very big problem. Oh my goodness.
After the celebrations of enjoying my journey, I had now to get
Tambula.
scared of how I'm going to ascend back. Keep subscribing.